So, it's really hard dating when you're a bisexual. Not that dating is ever easy, no matter what orientation you are, but I feel like being bi is extremely hard just because there's so much outside perception of what being bi is. And I talked about it a little bit in a video earlier. I'll leave it in the link down below. But because of this outside perception of if you're bi and you're a guy, you're using it as a crutch to come out as gay, because a lot of people do that. They kind of just come out as bi because they're so scared or they're not really sure what they are, and they realize that they're just gay and they come out as gay. But because of that, it creates this overwhelming idea of what bisexuality is, especially in men, because with men it's just considered, oh no, he's really gay. It happens all the time in the gay community, and just even with my friends and family still, they're like, oh, did you come out yet? Oh, did you do this? It's like, yes, bitch, I fucking came out years ago. So it just drives me crazy because people still, to this day, say that to me, and even my gay friends too. They'll be like, oh, so like you actually still like girls. It's like, just because you believe and perceive something your way doesn't mean someone else sees it the same way like you do, if that makes sense. Like everyone has different perceptions and different feelings of what they feel. You can't identify what you feel and project it on someone else. It just makes no sense to women. A lot of women have the same issue, is because they are just considered, oh, they're curious, they're going through a phase. So it's a different way of looking at it. But for me, as a bisexual male, it's really hard to date women, because for some reason, if you're bi, it emasculates you in a way toward women that it's not really attractive towards them. They're like, oh, he's just really gay, just because of that overwhelming perception that has been established by people using it as a crutch over the years. And I have the opposite problem, or not really problem, with the gay community, because if you're bi, it emasculates you and makes you like, oh, like have like that straight boy fantasy where you can turn them and make them gay, which is also fucked up if you think about it. I feel like I've already been annoying enough, like just coming out on YouTube. I made a couple of videos and I try not to be like, I'm bi, I'm bi, I'm bi. But I just felt like I had to make this video just to kind of bring more awareness to bisexuality, just because right now, because of what other people believe, what other people think, it affects my life. And when it starts to affect my life, I know it's affecting a lot of other people's lives that just aren't able to speak up and say something. So, I sound like I have really hard problems, and I really don't. I don't mean it to come off that way. I'm just saying that because of this perception other people have of me, it just affects my life in ways that they don't really think about. So I'm just asking everyone out there who just says bisexuality isn't real, or oh, it's just a phase, or oh, like I'm not really attracted to him because he's bi, you know? It makes it so it creates an environment that starts off as non-welcoming, especially in the gay community. We should be the most welcoming community. It is not the lesbian and gay community. It is fucking the LGBTQ plus community. It is a huge variety of sexualities and orientations. So we should be willing to hear what people have to say and who they are as people, and not try to define who they are as people, because only you can define yourself, not someone else. I feel like I'm rambling on a lot in this video and it's making no sense. We'll see in editing if it actually makes sense. But yeah, so that's why I think it is really hard to date in the 21st century, and I wish it was easier. Like there's apps now like Tinder and I think Bumble maybe that have a bisexual option. You can look for men and women, and lots of dating apps are starting to switch to that. As of now, I don't know how many other things are doing that, but just adding that feature is like huge. It's making it so it's easier for people that are like me to date without judgment, which is great. It's a move in the right direction, which I very much appreciate. And yes, I'm filming 2 videos in the same day, so I'm wearing the same shit as last week. I'm sorry. Thanks again for watching. I do not know if I made any sense in this video. I just wanted to just talk to you guys and tell you how dating sucks no matter what orientation you are. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.